Admiral's log. I've just received word from the Divine Broadside. Our most powerful battleship is bound to engage a British battle group in the North Sea. This enemy battle group consists of 8 battleships of various designs. Thus far, the Divine Broadside has only fought in some smaller engagements, all of which were successful. She's about to engage a far more dangerous group of foes. Her true test is about to begin. Fortunately, she's not alone. 2 battlecruisers will serve as her primary escorts. These ships are very potent by themselves and will make an excellent addition to the supreme firepower of the Divine Broadside. It is time for the ultimate test. Will the Divine Broadside show the British that the Royal Navy is no longer what it used to be? Or will the British once again assert their naval dominance? We will have the answer by the morning. Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome to episode 39. The big fight is upon us. There are 8 British battleships bearing down on one of mine, the Divine Broadside. Now I have 18 16-inch guns and 24 13-inch guns. The ship can do 28 knots and that's going to come in handy. Because all of these ships... No, sorry, not all of them. Some of these ships are not doing too fast. This one's doing 24. It's a racehorse class, I believe. So the racehorse itself also doing 24, 23.4, 24.2, 24.9, and 24.9. So I can mostly dictate the range, except for the Scorpio and the Falcon. Most of these guys have fairly small guns, 14.3, 16 threes. And then, of course, you got some cruisers, which aren't that important. Oh, sorry, and the Marlborough class, Erin and Vigo also have 15 inchers. Displacement varies greatly. You can see that this ship is underweight, I think. Because the Erin's not overweight. This one's underweight, or it's just a different mod. But there are no DDs, so I don't have to worry about those. I do have to worry about some torpedo launching capable cruisers. But beyond that, it shouldn't be that hard. I do have some assistance for the broadside. It's the Uji, a Gojira, and another Gojira. So these guys pack 8 15-inch guns. Mostly shell capable of dealing with heavy cruisers and such. Slightly less so against battleships. Now, my plan is going to be a bit dirty. I am going to use high explosive from all of my battleships. I'm going to focus down one battleship at a time. And just overwhelm the fire control parties on those ships. Overwhelm the damage controls by setting so many fires that they ideally just succumb to the fires within minutes. I don't have to defeat the whole ship. I don't have to bring the structural integrity to 0. I don't have to flood the whole thing. All I have to do is just whittle it down with fire. My cruisers, Kinpu and Aso, are going to... Yeah, screening is fine. The DD is capable of doing 34 knots. Let's have the Hashidate join the heavy cruiser group. It's not ideal, because the Hashidate is one of those super speedboats. Is it? No! It's an older class. It's one of those torp boats. Semi-torp boats. The DD is capable with their 4.5-inch guns of slinging quite a bit of high explosive. Are also going to add to the misery that these British ships will know. By also trying to set as many things on fire as they can. The problem, however, is that their range is only 7.7 kilometers. So, in that regard, I am fairly limited. You guys aren't exactly sticking to a formation, so... Might as well. Let's try and turn the broadside around a bit. And I have spotted some more shit. I can only hit... What? 13-inch Mark 4, 16-inch Mark 3. The 13-inchers... have more range. That's interesting. This is one of their CLs? No, CAs. They didn't have any DD, so this is a CA. 3 different battleship types, and then a CL. Alright. Well, I guess lacking anything else, we're gonna take aim at this heavy cruiser. And when it comes to a heavy cruiser, I can probably just fire armor piercing. Yeah, and the game agrees. It's been firing armor piercing at this cruiser. This, however, is just the opening salvo of the fight. It's gonna be potentially a big fight. And if this goes well, I'm going to get a lot of victory points out of it. That's the plan, anyway. That's the plan. Now, currently, this cruiser is the only thing that's actually inside of range. This battleship is just blundering into range slowly. And I'm going to try and whittle these guys down in smaller portions. Because they have a numerical advantage. And they sure as hell have a gun advantage. But I have just the potential of delivering sort of alpha strikes with all of this high explosive stuff. All of these shells, look at that. Oh, this is also the 15 inchers from the battle cruisers pitching in. That does mean that we're all firing at the same target, so we're probably going to interfere with each other's splashes. But seemingly it's only 5%, so it's not that bad. So, let's try and eliminate this cruiser quickly. Because they got torps out to 8.4. I don't expect to try and get into that range, but you never know. Let's put this to ×3. What do you have? And how far can you shoot? You can shoot out to 22.8. Okay. I really am in no hurry to close the distance with these guys. I have thousands upon thousands of shells ready. All I need to do is just, well, blind these things as best I can. Range 20, 20, 20. Yeah, the broadside's opening up with her starboard 13-inch battery. And the rest of her primes. But the primes don't really have a lot of accuracy at the moment. Alright. I'm going to get rid of these cruisers here. Because they're kind of doing flank protection. And that's where I hope to end up. Maybe with the battle cruisers. The battle cruisers can do 36 knots. And with that, they're going to be quite efficient at just closing the distance quickly. But there are so many big guns firing at me that I'm not very inclined to close the distance. At all, let alone quickly. The only ships that I might do that with are the DDs. Just so that they can serve as a distraction. Because the AI hates destroyers with an absolute passion. And will stop at nothing to make sure that DDs get targeted first. It just really, really, really wants anything that has a torpedo launcher on it dead. Even though the AI has outstanding capabilities of dodging torpedoes. Another function that the DDs can have here is attract torpedoes from the cruisers. Now we're going to smoke up. Ooh. That was substantial. These cruisers are definitely going to be dead within the next few minutes. That's one. 4 light cruisers basically got sacrificed here. There's the second one. Okay then. Now, where does that leave me? That leaves me with a whole bunch of fairly pissed off battleships, but most of them are not even getting into range. That's one of their lead ships. What you got there? That's a trailing battleship. It isn't in range, or it would be targeting me. This guy, different story. They're in range. Switch to high explosive and start raining hell. You guys should have the range. You can fire out to 23.6, so we're in range. We're going to hit those with high explosive. Okay, here we go. Deltas, you're going to go this way. The ASA is doing some crazy maneuvers again. Was that a thunder strike? Come on, broadside. Get some damage in. 21.9, 21.5. Look, if the Divine Broadside feels like it doesn't want to fire... Oh! Holy Jesus. Okay, that was my bad. I had the ship set to HE, and the HE has less range than the AP. So, when I switched to AP, the ship suddenly let loose with a monstrous blast. And there we go. That's the Divine Broadside. Firing in anger. These 13 inchers are also considered primaries. And they too don't have the range. Okay. I want to see that again. 13-inch batteries, opening up as much as possible. Interesting about the accuracy, 9.2 versus 4.8. Expecting slightly different stats there. DDs, do you think you can make something happen when it comes to this ship? The battle cruisers are also pushing... Oh, sorry, that's the 8.9 that's shooting this trailing battleship. Alright. You got him at 20. Broadside's far less quick. 20.7. That's on the edge of HE range. Holy crap, that was a lot of damage. Input, disengage. Now, these ships are set to screen, and you could make the point that that's exactly what they're doing, but they're screening against a whole bunch of battleships. So in that regard, it's probably not really in their best interest if they want to survive for longer than, you know, 15 minutes. Well, main battery, cease fire. Switch to high explosive and prepare to fire again. I wanted to get a lot of high explosive shells on target in one big blast. So that ideally it either loses a ton of crew or instantly gets an overwhelming fire issue. We're getting a good amount of damage in on this ship. That's the 16-inch guns with plunging fire causing aft deck overpens. More damage. What can you guys do with the main guns? Well, you don't know yet. Okay, here we go. The Divine Broadside's ready. Fire to same target. Let loose when you can. %13 chance to hit, 18% chance to hit. I'll take it. We got 96% ID. So we're getting pretty decent at identifying this, or at identifying the ship and seeing what's actually happening with it. Here comes the big salvo. Fire. 3 times. 4. 5. A lot of misses. 6, 7. Yeah, so we put a lot of this ship on fire. They do have cramped quarters. So I think my strategy will work. Because the ship will continuously lose crew, it's going to snowball, and it's going to have less and less and less damage control capabilities. The Falcon, cramped quarters. Erin, also cramped quarters. That's an interesting mistake. I like it. You gentlemen, you're also firing at the Falcon. Excellent. We're going to start focusing fire and delivering so much damage to this ship that it'll pretty quickly die. That's the plan. Focus fire on that. The ASO is pulling back. Who's leading this party then? The ASO is. Okay. 8% chance to hit that battleship. They're now at 18.3. I'm going to switch the heavy cruiser... sorry, the battle cruisers to the heavy cruiser. To ensure that this guy with all its torpedo launchers does not get the chance to close on my battleship. I don't want it anywhere near said battleship. I don't know if HE is the best chance here, because I thought that these guys were extremely heavily armored. Yeah. You're gonna have to do AP there, boys. Chance to hit, 10%, I'll take it. The Divine Broadside has not been hit at all. Falcon, suffering from fire, and we're about to make that a little worse. Yep, that's another 4 fires. This ship is not doing too well. And this is one of their bigger ships. The Erin has 15-inch guns, Mark 1. Reloading in about 3 minutes. Constance, 16-inch Mark 1. Portia, 16-inch 1. 14-inch 3. 15-inch 1. And the water hen is firing at the DD with 0.3% chance to hit. And then they're going to sit a little under 2 minutes to reload. So yeah, by all means, waste your time. DDs, murder this thing. Because it's getting a little too close for comfort. There goes another big salvo from the Divine Broadside. Yeah, you're disengaging. Excellent. Torpedo in the water. You launched at a destroyer? By all means. Holy crap. Chance to pen? 15%. Superstructure armor? 1.8? Okay. Crew loss, 23%. I'd say accuracy is going up quite a bit. Yeah, we're getting 59 and 80. Because the ship's now only 16 kilometers out. Come on, take it out of the commission. Go down to 39% strength. There goes another salvo. And damage to the main tower. 27% crew lost. Come on, get rid of this cruiser. I don't like how close it's been able to get. What hit you? A 14-inch gun. Okay. I'm gonna start to turn a bit because I'm broadside onto these battleships. Kill it. 7% structural. This thing has nowhere to go and no way to run. Viking dies. Okay, that's their heavy cruiser down. They've still got the other one, the Amphitrite. %15 structural. I'm basically HE blasting this thing to death, but the overwhelming fire is not happening. Probably because they have maximum bulkheads. This guy might be an easier candidate because it has many bulkheads and cramped quarters. So with that, it's going to be more likely to sink, or more likely to get overwhelmed, because it cannot control the fires as well. Oh, these volleys from the Divine Broadside. Okay, give me an AP salvo, because at this rate, we might not have enough HE left. The racehorse is coming under attack. What, from the BCs? No, the BC is firing at the Aaron still. Okay, AP salvo from the broadside. Go on. Take down the battleship, please. 10, several fires. 5% structural. Now, these guys are pretty expensive at 200 million. You got 72 million, you got 150 million. 126 million. This is a substantial investment from the British. But if you look at the price tag that I put on the Divine Broadside at 789 million and almost 5,000 crew members, then you can see that it kind of pales in comparison. Come on, don't let it get away, not on 2%. You just need a few hits. Flooding, 0.7. Come on. This guy's getting pretty close. Still engaging the Falcon. This ought to be the last of it. Dead. Okay, next. The Aaron. Can't exactly pen it, so we're gonna sling HE at him. Which one has done more damage? 65? 1.5k for the Scorpion. I'm not surprised. You probably hit the cruiser. No, you hit the battleship. Huh. And you hit a battle cruiser for 1,000. Okay. Let's see if the Divine Broadside can handle overwhelming this guy then. 2 fires only. Wait for it. The rest was still in transit. Damage to main tower. Substantial. Far fewer bulkheads. And instantly 14% crew loss. Very good. Next. More fire set. Yeah, this is going quite well. This one's coming under fire from... What, the Uji? Who's doing that? You're targeting the racehorse? Oh, it's the 8.9s that are targeting the constants. Holy shit, dude. The 8.9s are putting a lot of fire on the constants. That's the secondary armament from the Uji. Are you actually trying to hit the Divine Broadside? How's that working out for you? 10% chance to hit. Or to pen, rather. Not hit. They can definitely hit him. Racehorse has taken some damage. I think the British fleet's already trying to disengage. Which is not going to happen. What's the closest target for you? The water hen? Probably. Just the sheer amount of shells that the Divine Broadside puts in the air. And she's hit 21% of her shots? Damn. That's impressive. Destroyed secondary gun, several fires. You switch targets, though. Yeah, we're now targeting the constants. Okay. DDs. Sorry, I forgot you. CA, CL. Come back. Just follow the battleship so don't forget about you. Constance dies. Extensive fire. Excellent. Aaron's next. Or the racehorse. Hold on. Status? How are you built? Many bulkheads, spacious quarters. You're going to be a little more difficult. Chance to pen? Barely. Barely. Alright. This guy's substantially closer at 16 clicks, meaning greater accuracy. 29k for the Noshi no Tori? Sorry, Nishi Nitori? No, Nishi no Tori. 29k, damn. 47k for the Divine. Okay, focus your efforts on this warship. The racehorse. Erin is 24.9 knots. We can catch her fairly easily. I don't have to worry about that. But you can do... No, you're slower even. You can do 23 knots. Where are their faster ships? Scorpion. And the other one's probably dead. Yeah, the Falcon. Scorpion and Falcon were the faster ones. This is one of those instances where I think an 18-inch gun would be nice to have. Just for the sheer single-hit impacts. Although, when it comes to consistent damage, I think the Mark IV and the Mark III 16 and 13-inch guns are just far more effective. Yes, it's nice to see those big 18s work, but just the volleys that the Divine Broadside's putting into the air, and then into the ship. An 18-inch gun couldn't do that. It just doesn't do enough damage. Whereas these things, firing quickly, and just constantly hammering the enemy. Yeah. That's what I want to see. How much deck armor does the racehorse have? 6'4" and 6'6". Okay. Bloody hell. That missed most of it. Wait, we're also hitting the Scorpion? Oh, fuck me, it's the DDs. Whoops. Totally didn't forget about you, don't worry. What's your torpedo range? 10.9. Target the Scorpion. You're gonna target this, you're gonna target that, you're gonna target that. You wanna target something with one ship from a division, Control Shift, and then right click. These guys only have 3 torpedo launchers. Their torpedoes are sneaky, they're running electrics. So the enemy is not going to have a lot of opportunity to detect and evade. I just don't know if they're potentially too far away. New plan, target the racehorse with the torpedoes. The racehorse has been badly damaged. Guess we're not launching torpedoes at all today. Alright. So be it. 284. 520. 561. Alright. Divine Broadside, range. 15. 15. Perfect. Perfect. That's pretty much what I designed the ship to do. Fight at about 15-kilometer range and get good accuracy on all of their guns. So they're working as intended. Hold off on the torpedo launch. Focus on the racehorse. At this point, the Amphitrite really should try and push me. It's got 6.6-inch guns, but the problem is, it's a slow cruiser at 20 knots. It's probably a relic. Yeah, definitely a relic. It's not a harmless relic, but I can use my 17 knot speed difference to basically run circles around them. Oh! Hello. Perfect situational awareness here. We're going to go for that guy. $15.9. Yeah, we're still targeting the racehorse. You're targeting the Porsche. And you're targeting the Scorpion with the 8.9s. So we're really dishing out the damage pretty much everywhere. But I don't want to. I want you to focus on the racehorse for now. And make sure that we just start taking down battleships. Because otherwise you're going to have a lot of fairly badly damaged guns. Ooh, speaking of, sailing around without actually killing anything. Porsche probably has a sonar array. Hydro 1. Oh, you're not going to get a lot of warning then. You are not going to get a lot of warning at all. Somehow the destroyer here with 8% buoyancy is still moving. She won't be doing that very quickly, but she's still moving. $10-kilometer range now. We're getting slightly into the danger zone. Also with the broadside. Depend this? Not really. Be an AP salvo. I know these things are very, very heavily armored. But their armor has been badly, badly damaged because of all the HE shells. So I think we might be able to punch right through at this point. There we go. 1900 damage. DDs are definitely not going to survive this party. Gentlemen, you've done what you can. Leave this place. I swear I had torpedoes on the Porsche at some point, but guess not. There we go. Racehorse down. Next target. It's going to be the Scorpion, marked for death. Holy Jesus. 16-inch, 13-inch, 13-inch, 16-inch, 13-inch, 5-inch. That thing lost a ton of structural integrity very, 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 very quickly. And now even the heavy cruiser at almost point-blank range is pushing in. Okay, you know what? Let's have some fun with the CL. I want you to torpedo the Water Hen, because there's another battleship behind it. Water Hen, Hydro 1. Scorpion might have a better Hydro. Sonar 2. But my torpedoes are... oh, they're standard. Oh, whatever. Please tell me the starboard torpedo launchers have not been destroyed yet. No, the ship's fine. What are you doing? Torpedoes away, starboard side. 1, 2. Yeah, that's all the salvos. Turn around. And now target the Vigo. Scorpion's down at 9% structural integrity. Jesus, the Porsche is still here. Keep forgetting about that one. Turn the other way. Think you guys can take down the Porsche? Or should we just focus on the Amphitrite? Because this thing carries torps. Oh, it's the Relic. Never mind. We should be fine. Down to 8% buoyancy. Torps. Yeah, there goes Scorpion. Torps could impact the Water Hen. Portside torpedo launch from Hashidate against the incoming Vigo. Next target is the Water Hen. There. Hashidate, save your torpedoes for now. I'm not sure if the Water Hen... Yeah, Scorpion detected torpedoes and probably radioed Water Hen just before she died about the problem that she might be facing. 12-6. Focus on the Vigo. We at least get one torp? No. Oh well. At least we forced them to change course, I guess. And this torpedo fan fire isn't going to do anything either. Heavy cruiser is now getting demolished. Could you guys work over this cruiser quick? Almost no armor. Go to AP and finish it off. A couple of 15-inch AP should do the trick. Oh, there goes the Water Hen. Look at that. I got 97% structural integrity on this ship. What the hell happened to you? You got hit by 16-inch, 15-inch, and 13-inch. Amphitrite. Jesus, that was fast. You hit him for 13,000 damage? What, with a semi-armor piercing shell? Semi-ballistic. Oh, same difference. Okay, Porsche is your next target. And we got a torpedo. Very nice. That means the Vigo's gone. There goes the Vigo. This is going to be an interesting diving spot with 4 battleships in a, what, 4-kilometer range of each other? Porsche. What? How did you do that fast? Did you detonate them or something? No. You just hit him a whole lot with 8-inch and 15-inch guns. For 3,000 damage. And 1,600 and 1,600 and... Ah. Yeah. No, now I get it. Okay. Looks like the Royal Navy is going to lose 8 battleships in one battle. This is going to cost them a ton of victory points. And I don't believe I've lost a single ship. Have I? Because the Kinpu was badly damaged, but she survived. My destroyers are not too happy about their current condition, but they're half health. And their water, their flooding, is going to get pumped out the moment that they get fixed. Or at the moment that they leave the battle. So it doesn't actually count. Structural integrity is what counts. Destroy the main gun. Now, I think the Divine Broadside did exactly what she ought to be doing. Which is just lobbing hundreds and hundreds of shells towards the enemy. They've done 107,000 damage without really taking any significant kind of damage in return. 19,877 victory points versus 223. No Japanese ships were lost. 8 British battleships sunk, 2 heavies and 2 lights. Hey guys, editing stealth here. This is a bit of a weird way to end the episode, but the episode got damaged because my recording software somehow refused to shut down the recording, and because of that, the file sort of got corrupted. Thanks to some assistance in a comment, I actually was able to save the video file and the audio, so you get the video file and the audio, just the last couple of minutes got cut off, but it was basically an aftermath of the battle. Hope you guys enjoyed the Divine Broadside's firepower, and join me soon, because she has plenty more to give.